Take number 8. Hello everyone, and thank you very much for taking time out of your day to click on this video. Before we get into the video, if you wouldn't mind, please liking the video, subscribing to the channel. I have a video coming up soon on a $500 NHL/hockey jersey spree on 7 jerseys, so be on the lookout for that. But let's get right into the video. And Edmonton against Ottawa, what a game. Where do you begin? I'm going to try and make this a very short video because you could talk about this game and its offense that on display and its terrible defense for both teams for 20, 30 minutes if you wanted. But I'm going to try and keep it short. Defensively, both teams are extremely shaky, and Ottawa, there's no way they're making the playoffs. That was a foregone conclusion before the season began, that Ottawa's not making the playoffs. Lots of people had Edmonton going first in this division, and although I can agree on offensively them being the best team, perhaps, or maybe not even the best, but the one that's going to put up the most points, maybe, although you're just looking at 2 players for Edmonton, which are obviously McDavid and Draisaitl, there was no way they would finish in the even in the top 2. And I look back at my predictions now, where I predicted Edmonton to finish second, I think, or did I predict Calgary to finish second in the division? That's a mistake, because this offense cannot and will not bail out that defense over and over. And I'm not taking a dig at Edmonton. Obviously, you won 8-5, which is incredible. I only hope Toronto would be able to score 8 goals in one game, let alone 8 goals in 2 periods. 5 goals in 1 period. That's absolutely insane. But you faced 31 shots and you let in 5 goals. Now, I know it wasn't Mikko Koskinen in net. I've had my criticism of Mikko Koskinen, but it's Mikko Koskinen, and he's still much better than Stuart Skinner. So, with Mikko Koskinen in goal, it's a different story. But you faced 38 shots, and you let in 5 goals. That's concerning. However, Matt Murray, let's talk about Matt Murray. Free agent acquisition. And is it the worst one of the season? Most likely, yeah. It most likely is the worst free agent acquisition of the season. He faced 9 shots and he let in 3 goals. He was pulled after 7:20. 7 minutes 20. That's how long Matt Murray, 2-time Stanley Cup winner, played in this game. And what a decline he's had. What is he, 26, 27? Most goalies at this age come into their prime. Matt Murray, at this age, is way past it, seemingly. And he could resurge at some point, maybe. But I'd be very surprised, because he's looked nothing like the player he used to be 2 games into this season. So, where does Ottawa go from here? I don't know. Obviously, they didn't have Thomas Chabot on defense, so that's going to play a part. But facing 31 shots, letting in 8 goals, and then 5 of these shots were in the 3rd period, Edmonton had clearly taken their foot off the gas, and rightfully so. It was a back-to-back game. They'd won this one comfortably already. They were winning 5-1, then they were winning 8-3. There was no way that Ottawa was coming back. But where does Ottawa go from here? I know they're in a rebuilding phase. They have got a few guys like Brady Tkachuk. They have got Thomas Chabot. They have got Tim Stützle. And then they've added Evgeny Dadonov and Derek Stepan. But that's not good enough. It's an absolutely terrible predicament in which Ottawa is now. Do they try and play, or do they tank? Because if they tank, it's going to be a long and painful season. And that might hinder the progression of these guys that I've mentioned, like Tim Stützle, like Brady Tkachuk, like Thomas Chabot. It's a terrible predicament which I wouldn't want to be in. And I kind of feel sorry for Ottawa. It's it's weird to say as a Leafs fan. I feel sorry for Ottawa, but what do you do as the GM, as the coach, as the players? What do you do? Where do you go from here? They let in 3 goals after 7 minutes 20. Surely you would expect the defense to go, well, we've conceded now. Let's not concede too many more. Let's make sure that the offense helps out on defense. We don't expose ourselves too much. We don't take dumb penalties. And guess what? That's what they did. The penalties, 4 for 4. I don't know if I've said it because it's my 8th take on this video, but 21% going into the game for Edmonton Oilers on the power play, 29 after 4. That's insane. And then Edmonton, where do you go from here? Well, you've won 2 games on the bounce. That's great. I didn't predict them to finish in the top 2, but I predicted them to finish in the playoffs, and they probably will. Is Leon Draisaitl the second best player in the league? In the world, even? I don't know. Connor McDavid is the best. That's a given. Is it Draisaitl or is it McKinnon next? I'm asking myself this question now, and this is a video I might want to make, looking at the stats, looking in depth on who they're playing with, and 5-on-5 stats, power play stats, and all of that. What more is there to say? It's an incredible game. Both defenses are terrible. The offense for Edmonton is incredible. On the power play, though, which is a concern maybe, or against Ottawa, which is a concern. But I don't want to slander Edmonton. I do not want to hurt Ottawa fans any more than they are feeling right now. I'm laughing, but it's out of disbelief rather than out of mockery. So I could talk about this game for... There's so much I want to say about this game. So many plays I want to go through. So many moments and where I thought, how has this not gone in? It could have been 10. It could have been 12 for Edmonton. But I will end the video here. If you've enjoyed this video, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. And I will talk to you very soon.